we're going to do it the same way, even with or without commissioners.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, go ahead, Seth. and
Okay.
You can just say what we've been talking about anyways, and then have at it.
Okay,
But
so
we are live streaming and on the record, so.
the proposed budget for the District 6 Juvenile Detention Center, the B budget portion has already been voted upon by the Juvenile Detention Board last month. There is a total of a $5,000 increase, $5,000, $355 increase.
The one change to that would be the admin fee, right? Because admin fee is 2% based on, but it's going to be minimal.
Yeah, and that'll change based on whatever the budget
Right.
winds up being.
Right.
So, and
I
there's
just
just,
wanted to kind of note it.
okay. Yeah, I'll try to remember in the future to add that to.
Well, you don't
my
know what it
rec-
is because salaries aren't done.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Okay. So, but that's already been agreed upon. And as far as a budget goes, I just strongly urge that the juvenile detention officers stay very close to what the jail detention officers are making. I know that I've talked with Ryan in personnel, and he was going to recommend that they got a pay increase. I know that our officers got a pay increase last year, but if we have a big void between us, it's gonna keep hurting us. We just can't keep people hired over there. I had one guy that was planning on applying out to the jail. He just came home from post last Friday, and I talked him into sticking around for a while. So
Oh, good.
I'm hoping we get to keep him there. But I put on my budget prep sheet. Do you have those prep sheets? Or I just put some information on there to let this group know basically what it costs to hire people. So in 2021, I lost 5 employees that were veteran employees. They had good institutional knowledge. They just got better jobs for the most part. That basically cost us in our employee investment $32,732 because those were all post-certified employees. When I lose an employee that hasn't been post-certified, basically our investment in them is $2,033. Oh, no, actually that's wrong. No, $2,033. When I lose a post-certified employee, it is $3,271. So losing employees is just, it's rough, it's expensive, and I would just like to see us be competitive with the jail. I really feel like we do the same job that the detention officers at the jail do. In some cases, we have a smaller staff there that I think increases our risk in a lot of ways, and we're also working with juveniles and trying to make a change with them at a time that their change can take place to help hopefully save money in the future. And we're dealing with parents and a lot of other sensitive issues when it comes to juveniles. And we deal with the same caliber of criminal. We've had murderers that we've dealt with, rapists. Right now we have an attempted murder and 2 automatic waiver issues for robbery. So it's not like we're dealing with just kid crime kind of things. So I would just highly recommend or suggest that we either are in line with the jail or that we stay within one pay grade, if that's the right terminology of what the jail is. So.
When you send somebody to post, do you have them sign the same sort of reimbursement form that the sheriff's office does?
No, we discussed that with the Juvenile Detention Board. I am working on doing that right now.
Okay.
So Post Academy doesn't do it. They used to do it also, but they haven't been doing that either, but we're going to make one up.
You could probably just call the sheriff's office, piggyback off what they're using, because it's been ran through legal and everything else.
Okay, will do.
Don't go to too much work if one's already made.
Okay.
Save yourself some time.
Yeah, hopefully that will help it. Sometimes it's like squeezing water out of a rock to try to get money out of people that, said that they'd pay it back if they left, but
We've
at
had
least they have something.
pretty good success with the sheriff's office when people leave on collecting.
Yeah, good.
So
So,
hopefully that will work.
good. And like I had mentioned, we lost 5 good veteran employees last year, and this year we've lost 5 employees so far that are basically like a $2,033 investment in each one of those 5 people that we've lost, and they're just going to better jobs, or higher paying jobs, I should say.
Is my friend still working over there? Or did he leave?
Which one's your friend?
Bowen?
Oh, well, Bowen did leave. He went to the fire department.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Well, that was his dream.
Can't pass that up. It's,
Yeah. So, and one thing that is helpful moving forward is our employees, I'll just move to rule of 80 as well. That's going to happen in this next year. So that is for misdemeanor probation, juvenile probation, and for juvenile detention. So
July 1, right?
that may make a difference for retention, for some of the younger people that are coming in. It doesn't make a huge difference for us old guys that have been around, but could help for retention also. And I got invited to a meeting. I don't know if it's ever happened or not. And I just thought of it when I was walking in here. That was kind of a retention drive, and it was to do wage changes, or it's like at nighttime and weekend employees would get a different
Differential
wage.
pay?
Yeah, differential pay. That's the right term. So I haven't been to that meeting. I don't know if there's been any discussion about differential pay.
There's a meeting on that?
I was invited to one with the sheriff and Matt Olson. Matt Olson doesn't have people that do that. Well, they do if they're out on call, but I have never gone to it. I think Ryan was also invited. I said I'll love to be involved, and I haven't gone.
Oh, it's news to me.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was probably just a exploratory, what are your thoughts on it? I don't know that it would help me a bunch, because the people I have working weekends and nights are like, please let me work weekends and nights, because they have, school or different things going on.
Well, and sometimes the clientele you're dealing with is different at night.
Yeah, it's much different at night. You kind of get to just do some computer work, and you don't have to deal with people for the most part, so.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else that's substantial change
No,
to the county?
nope, nothing at all.
Okay.
We still do have the Title I funds available through the school district that I just applied for next year. I requested $107,000. We'll see what happens. This would be like a jump by double of what we've ever gotten in the past. So I'm sure we'll get around 50,000, but I'm really kind of hoping for that 107.
Any grant activity that you have, I need to be looped in on that so that I can at least book it through our financials to show the activity. Because I know a lot of it happens outside of, the school will pay things directly.
Yeah, they just pay it directly. But I'll keep you looped in.
I need to have copies of invoices
Okay.
that they pay for, because I need to show the revenue and the expenses.
Okay.
Because it's activity that happened for you.
Right.
But anyways, so if you can make sure I get copies of any of that, that would be
Yeah.
ideal.
Will do. And when we get, they usually send over their tags, school district tags that we put on everything, just like Bannock County does too.
Okay.
So all those items are tagged.
Perfect.
The big project we're going to try to do this year is going to be our floor epoxy.
That's
That
what
needs
made
it really badly.
That's what made me think of it, is because if they're doing improvements on our property, I need to know that. But also, like I said, I need to journal entry in because it's still a grant. So I just need to show it as grant revenue and then expenditures.
Okay, I'll get with you on those.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Jeff, do you have any other questions?
No, I've been with Matt enough, or Seth enough, I know where he